Yo, what's good, guys? The Celtics beat the Mavericks in the first game of the NBA Finals. I forgot to mention last video that the two players are playing from their previous teams. Kristaps Porzingis is playing against the Dallas Mavericks, who he used to play for, and Kyrie Irving is playing for, well, he used to play for the Boston Celtics. Now he's playing with the Mavericks, of course. But yeah, it was a complete shocker to me. I did not expect the Mavericks to get blown out like that. I expected the Celtics to win the first game, but I did not expect a blowout like that. I thought Dallas Mavericks would come out with a little more energy, but, you know, maybe I'm tripping. Because Kyrie Irving played horrendous yesterday. The Celtics pretty much completely shut down Kyrie Irving. He only had 12 points and shot very inefficiently. I think 5 for 17. Well, Kyrie really got to step up. He was not playing like Uncle Drew. That was not happening out there. Celtics defense is a little too much for the Mavericks. I can already see it already. Drew Holiday was on his game. Kristaps Porzingis was getting massive blocks. A lot of blocks. And it honestly looks like Kristaps Porzingis may be 100%. He was balling out there. He had like 15 points in the first half. Something like that. Kristaps was playing like the old Kristaps. It's like the injury never fazed him. He was shooting that three ball like Stephen Curry, low key. He was shooting like Stephen Curry. Big man. He was crazy. He was popping threes like he was popping those roids. But the Mavericks, they really got to step up next game. If they lose both of these first two games, that's trouble. And I could expect the Celtics to win in 5, no cap. Especially if it's another blowout. I was saying the Celtics are going to win in 7. It feels like if the Mavericks play like what they were playing in the first game again, then they're not even going to have a chance to go 7 games. PJ Washington was like the Dallas Mavericks' second leading scorer. Of course, behind Luka Doncic, who was their leading scorer with 30 points. Luka Doncic did his thing, but he's always going to do his thing out there. It's about stopping all the other players around Luka. Luka Doncic, this is a very interesting stat to me. Luka Doncic had only 1 assist in that first game. So, and you usually expect Luka Doncic to get above 10 assists. That's because the rest of the players on the Mavericks team was not making their shots. They were not hitting them. They had low confidence. The Celtics were right on them. They were forcing a lot of turnovers. Luka Doncic, I saw him get stripped multiple times. Celtics defense was playing complete pressure the whole game, and the Mavericks couldn't do anything about it. Luka Doncic, Jason Tatum only had 16 points. They still won the first game, so it's a bummer for the Mavericks because now you're giving Jason Tatum more time to try to get going now that his whole team around him has all the confidence after leaving game 1 with a victory royale. It was a big blowout. And Jaylen Brown, I thought he could have drove more, but he had a solid game. He had 22 points, so you can't. That's a perfect game for Jaylen Brown. I expect a big series. And Kristaps, too, based on how he was playing the first game. You expect Kristaps to keep hitting his threes and Jaylen Brown to keep driving into the rim. The Mavericks, they couldn't really stop the perimeter game. Celtics were hitting threes. Sure, we're shooting a lot of them. They only shot 38% from 3, but that was enough to get it going. Mavericks were shooting like 25, 28% from three-pointer. So that's a big step down. Especially for a Mavericks team who has a lot of solid three-point scorers like Derrick Jones Jr. and PJ Washington. They got to hit those, not that inefficiently. I'm going to keep my prediction. I'm going to say the Celtics are going to win in 7. And not to mention, Derek White also had a great defensive game, too. So get a couple blocks. Whole team pretty much had a good defensive game. Derek Lively was a huge disappointment. He let the pressure get to him. He's a rookie, and he has no experience. That's where it comes into play, especially in these playoffs. Him getting to the finals, he worked so hard to get there. But he went into deep foul trouble, and that's what paid him. He only had like 2 points. Mavericks needed a lot more from him, at least. Last night, at least 10 points. Come on. Lively, you got to step up next game. Well, let me know what you guys' predictions are. I saw a couple of your guys' predictions. He said Mavs in 6. And you could change it after the first game if you want. And it's up to you guys. You can go to the Celtics. And I'm not even a Celtics bandwagon. I just speak facts. That's all it is. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Keep in mind, remember to subscribe. I'm doing a giveaway of 2K subscribers. And what the Mavericks got to do is keep scoring in the paint. I don't think the Celtics can really hold the paint that well.